Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In the last video you saw I did the Billetworkz shifter stop and the Billetworkz shift knob. Now the shifter stop got rid of a lot of that factory slop in the shifter and made it feel a lot more crisp and refined in first and second gear and fifth and sixth gear. And the shift knob just gave us a nicer feeling knob, and the extra weight of the weighted knob makes it a little bit more effortless when you go to shift the car. So today we're going to be continuing the Billetworkz saga, and I'm going to be installing the Billetworkz Shifter Plate. Whereas the other two mods were a nice subtle touch, this is going to make a massive difference. It's going to give us a shorter throw, it's going to give us a crisper feel, and it should actually make the shifter feel a little bit more engaging. So this is going to replace our factory shifter plate that's already under the car and attached to the transmission. I'll show you guys how to remove that and install this one. It's really not a difficult process. It might look scary, it might sound scary, but I promise you it's not. And once we're under there, we're going to replace our factory mushy rubber shifter bushing with this nice brass one, also from Billetworkz, and it's going to give us a nice crisp shift. There's two ways you can shorten the throw in the car. You can get an actual short shifter, or you can get the short shifter plate, or you can combine all of them. I believe the shifter plate is good for around a 35% shorter throw. Don't quote me on this, but I know the Billetworkz shifter adds to that, and if you combine them both, you get a much shorter throw. And eventually I am going to install the shifter as well, so it's going to be a very, very short throw. But anyways, I'm going to install this today. I'll show you guys how to do that. Let's go ahead and dive in. I'll lift up the car, we'll get it underneath, and I'll show you what you got to do. So I have everything laid out here that we're going to need. If you don't have a good punch set, now is the time to do it, because you're going to need a punch to remove the roll pin that's holding the shifter plate onto the vehicle. But everything here should be plenty to do what we need to do. I have a 17mm socket, a 14mm, a 12mm. I have a ratchet. You do not need an impact gun. You can do this with hand tools. I just like it because it's quicker. I have two extensions just in case I need them. Here is our 3/16 punch that we're going to need to remove that cotter pin. Again, now's a good time to buy a punch set, because if you ever decide to do the short shifter or anything else, you'll also need a punch for that. And it's just a nice thing to have around. A 12mm wrench, a pair of pliers, and the trusty bent hammer. Okay, so the underside of my car is very dirty, so please ignore all that. It's winter time, there's a lot of mud, there's a lot of salt, and just gross stuff all around. But we're going to start by removing these two 12mm bolts. We're going to have two 17mm bolts in the front of this transmission carrier. So we are going to be dropping this transmission carrier today. We have a 17mm here, a 17mm on the opposite side, and then we have two 14mm here, two 14mm on the opposite side, and these two 14mm right here. And that's going to drop down this whole assembly. And we can carefully lower this down. So next there's going to be two plates that we need to remove. There's this plate right here and this plate right here. You're going to see 1, 2, 3 bolts on this plate, and there's one hidden bolt up at the very top that I'm not going to be able to show you. You're going to have to kind of put your hand up there and feel it, but once you feel it, you'll know it's just another 12mm bolt. And then we have 1 and 2 12mm bolts holding this plate on. So go ahead and remove all that. There's that one tricky bolt from the top. Now we can remove this shield, and we are not going to be actually putting this shield back on, so you can set this aside, set those 3 bolts aside. We're not going to be replacing those. So now I'm sure you can see our shifter linkage right there. There's a factory cotter pin in there. We can just slide that out, and the washer came off with it. And then we can pull out this factory linkage. So here we can see the linkage is held on by this plate. We can actually remove this by taking out the two 12mm bolts on the back side of this plate that hold this to the transmission, or we can actually slide out that retainer that holds the actual cable onto the bracket. So with those two bolts removed, we can just let this hang down here like that. So now we have access to our shifter plate and the roll pin that holds it in place. Again, I have a 3/16 or a 5mm punch here. I'm going to just line that punch up with that roll pin and tap it out. You may have to click that up to get it to a better angle. And just give that roll pin a few taps. There you can see the roll pin after it has been punched out. And now we can just slide this right off the transmission. And remove it. Okay, so we have our new Billetworkz shifter plate here, and you can see that I actually punched in slightly the factory roll pin so that we don't lose it or drop it while we're trying to get this in. So we're gonna slide the new Billetworkz one on here. I know we're out of focus here, but I am actually gonna try and use this larger punch here, which is a 8mm punch, and try and get this punched in. So there you can see we have that factory roll pin punched back in. Now all we're gonna do is come over to our linkage, and now we're gonna replace this bushing with our new brass bushing. So here's our factory shifter bushing. I am just going to take some needle nose pliers and grab a hold of that sucker and just pry it out of there, just like that. So then we'll take our shift linkage here and we can install the new brass shifter bushing. If you want to put a little bit of lubricant on there, you can put some lithium grease or something on there. So I'm just going to put a little squirt of the lithium grease. This will help us get this onto the linkage. All right, so we have that popped on to the linkage. Reinstall it onto the shifter plate. And we can reinstall our factory washer and our factory cotter pin. And now I will reinstall the linkage mount. Reinstall our plate. When you go to reinstall this carrier, there is a hole in the frame that you can use to make sure that this gets lined up correctly. And last but not least are two 12mm bolts that hold the heat shield onto the mount. All right, that is it. It's all done. Let's go take it for a drive. I really need to seal this garage floor. It's really bad. You guys probably didn't see my back or my shirt, but my entire back was white on my black shirt because of how dusty this bare concrete floor is. I really need to seal it. If anyone has any good recommendations on anything to seal it with or flooring, I would actually prefer cheap flooring. That way I could pack it up with me and move with the flooring if I ever move out of this place. So if you have any garage floor recommendations that aren't expensive, let me know. So I can get like an epoxy floor kit for about 150 bucks that'll seal the floor, make it a nice gloss, epoxy floor finish. But if I do that, I don't know, then it's permanent. So if there's some kind of flooring option for the small one-car garage that I can do for under 150 bucks or close to it that's removable, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But anyways, here it is, first impressions. So if you didn't already know, the shifter plate itself isn't actually going to change anything with your shifter. It's not going to make it shorter or taller or anything like that. All it's going to do is reduce the throws in between your gears. So here goes my first impression. I've had the car for 3,500 miles now. I've been driving it for a little over a month and put quite a few miles on it. So here we go. Wow. That is insane. That is a massive improvement. I'm not gonna lie, once I install the actual short shifter itself, I feel like the gear changes are gonna be so tiny. That feels so much better. That feels more mechanical. It feels a lot more direct. That, I would say that mod alone completely fixed the shifter. So honestly, this thing really, really, really took the cake. I mean, this feels like a quality shifter now. It went from feeling like complete hot garbage to something that actually feels very nice, very sporty, and very mechanical. It doesn't even feel like a cable-driven shifter. It is so short. It is really, really, really short. Like, if you're racing this car, I feel like you can get your shifts down so much quicker now. It feels like a different transmission in the car. Like, if that even makes any sense. It doesn't even feel like the same transmission. It's crazy. So, here we go. I'm just going to send it through, like, first through fourth or something. Oh my God. The shifts are so short and so crisp that it's unrecognizable from what it was before. I know I've had this on my VA chassis WRX, but I just forgot how good it felt. This is a massive improvement. The shifter just went from feeling like a 3 out of 10 to like a 7 out of 10, maybe even an 8. This feels really, really, really good. Well guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you're interested in the shifter plate or the shifter bushing, I'll leave a link in the description for both of those. But I think it made a massive improvement. The car feels so much better now. Feels like a different transmission. It really does. You'll have to try it to know, but I'm telling you, just take my word for it. It feels great. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.